Hey folks, I'm Matt from Growth Mode Content, and if you haven't noticed, this is a very special good news, York. We are not in our studio, as fancy as it is.
I wish this was our studio.
We can't make it look like this. We are at the coolest new spot in downtown Syracuse. It's called the Society Social Club. It just opened. We love it. It's gorgeous, and we're joined by the founder. Is that, what's your official title? I don't know.
I mean,
the founder.
I think I am the founder, right?
Yeah, you found it. Tammy Ly.
Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself in this place, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay, hi guys. I'm Tammy Ly, born and raised in Syracuse. I now am based in Los Angeles, but I am a real estate agent. I sell real estate here in Syracuse, in Florida, and also in LA. I'm also an insurance broker, and now I own the Society.
So that's a wide-ranging resume.
Yeah.
You also sort of left off TV star, but we'll set that part aside for,
I hate
for a
saying
moment.
that.
I hear you. I understand.
You can say it. It's fine.
Why, out of all those things, did you make your latest venture a club like this, a place like this?
It's because I'm insane. That's why.
That's
because I didn't have enough on my plate. I decided to add another something into the mix. And honestly, it's just something that I'm really passionate about. Traveling all over the world and being in these big cities like Los Angeles, Chicago, Manhattan, I felt like people really were loving this concept of a third space. So what is that, right? That's what the social club is. And I feel like it's very new to our city, but
Sure.
I know it's a demand that needs to be met because all of the people that I talk to and the clients that I sell houses to are yearning for this kind of connection. So let me explain to you what a third space is. A third space is not your house, not your office. Where can you congregate with your people and still be in public? You know, so I can still be here and hang out with you guys, but everyone is still also here. If you happen to meet someone along the way and connect with people, that's the beauty of this space. You're kind of met with a higher caliber of person in a space like this. And listen, I think we all love to get a drink and go to the club and go to the bar sometimes, but it's hard to build those really meaningful relationships in that kind of environment. There's a time and place for everything, you know? So I created the space. We are a luxury coffee shop and juice bar on a day-to-day basis, but what I really love and passionate about are the connections and the events that we're gonna be having here. Our logo is subtly all throughout the club. It's actually a Venn diagram. So as you can see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I wanted that to really represent that there's two different ideas, two different types of people, two whole beings that could be so different but still find common ground somewhere. And that's that little sliver in the middle. That's why my little slogan is let's meet in the middle.
Yeah,
you know? How is
that.
it that you and I can be so different in the way we grew up, your upbringing, your job, and still have some sort of common ground somewhere? And let's build on that. I think humans are so cool. I think it's really beautiful that we live in this lifetime at the same time. And I think we lost somewhere in translation after COVID that connection.
100%.
You know, I'm a people person. I'm a certified yapper, okay? I need to be around people all the time. And I just meet so many cool people in LA and, you know, we just are given those opportunities to meet cool new people. So I brought that idea here and I think that it's gonna do well. I really want that for my community. And on top of that, I'm gonna be helping small businesses as well with partnerships with us. I really wanna host like events here to just bring their brand forward and let me help them with the marketing. I got my marketing degree at SUNY Oswego, business marketing, and that's what I love to do. So I have so many partnerships lined up here with other small businesses to kind of elevate the middle ground of our consumer. The same person who likes my product will most likely like their product. So let's try to push both of our businesses up, you know?
I love that.
So I'm so excited for it.
Let me ask you, you touched on this a little bit, talking about going to the club and things like that. Could you talk about a little bit why there's no alcohol here? Why is this not a bar, so to speak? Why did you choose to go this route?
So the design looks like a bar. So the round shaped bars, it looks like a cocktail bar, but I've been super health conscious lately, especially living in LA. Mm-hmm. The drinking habits honestly have shifted. All of my friends that work at the clubs in Vegas, like they say this last 2 years has been the lowest they've ever seen people in Vegas.
Like that
now,
everywhere.
are still people going to Vegas? Absolutely.
Sure.
But I think, you know, I'm a millennial, and we used to drink heavier in our early 20s. The Gen Zers just, one, can't really afford to do that anymore in this economy, and two, don't really want to. So listen, I love a drink. I love to shake my ass at a club sometimes. But again, there's a time and place for everything, and I think I really wanted to be very conscious of what we're all putting in our bodies. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been away now for 4 years from Syracuse. The food here is heavy on oils. I'm not big on oils, I'm not big on gums and high refined
Wait, are
sugars.
you saying there's nothing deep fried here?
We can get you a deep fried coffee if you'd like, right?
Yeah.
I'll do anything for you. But it's just, it makes you feel good. And the reason why everyone in California is happy, hot, and sexy is because of the lifestyle that they live.
Sure.
I can throw a rock from my house and 10 different juice bars and coffee bars are around. You know, if you notice, I like to brag about my product because I took a whole entire year traveling all over California and New York City to try to find the best ingredients of what we put in our drinks.
Wow.
All of our syrups on the coffee side are natural, has to be refrigerated. There's no additive sugars. It comes from real ingredients, and if you notice when you taste it, it's high, deep in flavor, but it's not as sweet as like a Monin or a Tirani,
Right, sure.
you know? Same with our smoothie side. I love superfoods, so we have L-glutamine, we have really high quality protein, we also have collagen in there, sea moss, all these things that I've been gaining from being in LA. I'm bringing it here because it's winter and gloomy 7 months out of the year here.
Yeah.
And when you're eating these like high oil foods and like this lifestyle, it kind of just weighs you down. That's why we feel so gloomy in the winter. And listen, the snow is going to be snow. That's never going to
Sure.
stop, right? But I think if we can boost our health and serotonin and dopamine a little bit for when that time does come, I think it'll just make the winters a little bit more palatable.
I think
So-
you're onto something there, and I love to see it. It's so cool. One of the questions I've really wanted to ask you, and especially as you talk about, you know, you're in all these different cities, you're selling real estate, which means you're tied into that community, right? You can't sell real estate in any town you don't know. So why out of all these places did you decide Syracuse is the spot for this venture?
I just felt a need for it selfishly. So I work for Acropolis Realty Group here.
Sure.
I run a team of 2 wonderful girls, and we manage the apartments upstairs. I was showing this commercial space to actually another client of mine who wanted to put a Mexican restaurant in here, because we need more of those, right?
Where can I find
But
it?
it didn't work out because they wouldn't subdivide the space. It's almost 3,000 square feet.
Gotcha.
So when I was showing the space, I was looking at the lobby. All over the lobby table, Uber Eats from Starbucks, McDonald's,
Oh, wow.
you know, everything. And people want to get food and coffee, but they are getting it delivered.
Sure.
And delivery is expensive, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me put this here. Again, selfishly I know that there's a demand for it in this building alone.
Yeah.
And I want really good coffee, and there's no juice bars in here. There's no juice bars in Syracuse. There's no place that juices everything per cup, every drink, every single time.
Yeah, you know, business 101 is like if there's 5 steakhouses in a town, don't open up a 6th, you know? And there's a hole in the market clearly for this kind of business. And so you're kind of paving the way for this this industry, and I think it's
Love it.
wonderful.
It's a really change of lifestyle, and I really hope that, again, we all can kind of hop on this bandwagon because it's just good for us. You
Yeah.
know?
Absolutely.
I'm trying to be hot forever. Okay?
Aren't we all? I'd like to be hot once.
That's the goal. That's the goal, absolutely. This is such an incredible space. I read, you know, in some of your other interviews, you talked about it took a long time to come together, and I know you just spoke about finding the ingredients and things, but what were some of the pieces that you had to
Oh man,
manage for this
what
whole
did I not run into, guys? I am never doing this ever again. Okay, this was great, and this will be my baby forever. But it's a lot to build a brick and mortar business from the opposite end of the country. I was trying to do this from California, flying back and forth as needed to check on my real estate and do this at the same time. The heaps and valleys that I had to go through and the hurdles were some things you wouldn't even believe. One of the bigger things, unfortunately, we lost our dear friend and our builder, John, from Trademark Construction halfway through this project. And we didn't know where to go and where to pivot to as we were also grieving this friend of ours.
Sure.
So it was a very, very heavy time, and that kind of set us back a year. But I came up with this idea back in 2022, and then we started our LLC in 2023. And it's just been an ongoing process from there. And honestly, I'm religious. I believe in God is always right on his timing. And yes, this took 3 years, but I feel like it couldn't come at a more perfect time.
Sure.
Well said.
I think it's phenomenal. Talk to us about, you mentioned a little bit about some events that you plan to have. Can you talk a little bit more about what those might be? And
Yeah. So I know that everyone's like, what is a social club? It is gonna be members only for the really good events that we have. Think of like your favorite influencers. We go to really curated events. Like these are down to the nines of branding, activations, getting people to talk to each other. It's really nice. I want that for our community on just like a little bit of a smaller scale with local businesses and other brands that I have relationships with. Those will be for our VIP members. And then we also have a community membership that they'll get discounts to the tickets for these events. And then the public will be able to purchase it if it's not full at that time. We also have public events like book club, run club. I also have something like a Bible study. We'll also have a silent coffee club as well. Some of our VIP events will be like coffee omakase. I want like a coffee club to come in. They do like a coffee omakase class, and then they choose the beans that we carry for the drip for the season. I just want the involvement of the community. It feels nice to be like, you know what, I had a little bit of a say of everyone's morning today in their drip coffee.
Right.
You know, it just feels good. It brings people together. And it's just something so small, but it just makes a huge, huge reach and difference.
You know, I have to say, as I'm listening to you speak, you know, you hear a lot about reality TV stars that go on to open businesses or go on to do other endeavors. And the main focus is, look at me, I'm a reality star, so I'm gonna try to open something up. It sounds like you're an entrepreneur and a really smart businesswoman who happened to be on reality TV. And that's a compliment. I mean that as a compliment. You have put so much thought into not only the space, the vibe, but I mean, you're talking about letting people choose the ingredients. This is a time when, as you said, things are going inward. People aren't socializing enough. So not only is it a unique space in Syracuse, but I think there's a huge need for it in society in general. So it's awesome.
I know, listen, let's call the big elephant in the room here. I get it. I've been on 3 TV shows. I'm working on another one. I get the facade of the TV, the Hollywood lifestyle, especially with people who are from a small college town. This brand is not about me. And I get people come in here, they come to see me, they want to see me, but this brand is not about me at all. And I wanted to make sure that was extremely present, that this is for the community. And yes, it's really pretty, really nice, and I am here. But I hired a GM. She's going to probably be the face of this, and as I'm doing the background stuff.
Sure.
But I'm here all the time, so I'm always popping in, and I want to make sure that I'm always as involved as I am now.
Yeah, you're doing it right.
I love that, and I'll tell you what, I'm sure it's a game that you have to play all the time with that balance, you know, but I think it's an incredible credit, and it's something that you should be incredibly proud of.
Thank you.
You know, there's a lot of folks that aspire to do things like that, and like you say, they just keep lining up these projects for you because you're great at it. So that's awesome.
I appreciate
We really love to see that. Tell us a little bit about just the basics. So what are the hours of the place?
Our hours are going to be 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day.
Nice.
And then we are going to slowly roll out a mocktail and kava menu. Kava is really popular in California. It's a Pacific Island root that mimics a wine drunk feel. And that'll be kind of like our socializing hour. There's kava bars all over Los Angeles. They're packed, guys. I know it's a new concept to us on the East Coast here, but I'm telling you, no hangover, it's not alcohol, you're not withering away your body, and it's still that social part that everyone really wants out of drinking.
We had one in Ithaca.
Sign me up for that.
It was always packed.
Always, I'm telling you. I'm gonna fly in my partner from Santa Monica, and she's gonna help me kind of launch it because I need to educate people of what it is.
Sure.
You know, so there's lots of plans for this. I'm very excited.
Let me ask you, just as an entrepreneur, I'm always thinking about kind of the logistics of some of these things. And as you talk about these incredible ingredients, how challenging is it for you to get those things and keep them fresh and have them in stock from all these different places?
I'm learning the inventory thing right now, guys, as we speak. We're on day 4 of opening, and the way that I have had to order multiple things and try to get them delivered overnight and like running to like different vendors here, it's a goose chase. But we are actually trying to, get in the motion of it now, and I feel like we're doing pretty well. We just got to ship in a fresh produce today. We use a local farmer, so I just want to make sure that we're always getting the best. Like, there's not pre-frozen things here. Like, we cut everything, we freeze it. So it's just
awesome.
Supporting local farmers, because we have really good farms here in New York, and just keeping it fresh.
We have the best. That's one of the things that I think we're sort of underrated for is, even our wine, everybody, some people in California might not think highly of the Finger Lakes wine.
Not our red wine.
Some of it's incredible.
That's a white wine.
All of these fresh things
You know
that
what's
we
funny?
have so close.
I thought in LA, the regular drink is like standard oat milk.
Okay.
or almond milk. So I'm like, wait, I gotta get a ton of that. Here, I am running through whole milk like
I
I've
bet.
never seen before. But I forget, our farms here are really good.
We love our cows.
If you tell anyone that you're drinking whole milk in LA, they would throw up.
I was gonna ask, I know it's early, but you've obviously spent enough time on the West Coast and here growing up. What is the biggest difference you see in the clientele, like as compared like LA to
a great
upstate
question.
New York? Have you noticed one yet?
California people are very different breeds, guys. We're New Yorkers. We have grit. We're straight to the
Sure.
point. You never have to second guess with us, you know. It's a lot for them over there. They're very easygoing, you know. We're like, we'll get to it, and we're like trying to go 100 miles an hour over here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The one thing I miss the most about the East Coast is the people. East Coast people. I'm trying to get shit done, you know.
Yeah.
And everyone in California is like, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Lunch for 3 hours, sure. I'm like, it's a Tuesday. I have things to do.
That's right. That's well said.
That's incredible. You would think thered be so many transplants at this point, but
But they get used to it.
They get into that
Listen.
vibe, and it's just the way to go, huh?
It's a California way, yeah.
That's incredible. That's incredible. How does that, last couple questions for you quick. I'm just interested in so much of the other things that you have going on. In the real estate market, how does that vary in terms of, do you have different approaches in these cities and things to move properties?
Every market is so different. Here, it's a little bit coming to, it was going so high for a minute. I couldn't keep a house on for more than 24 hours without people like calling me trying to get in.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like leveling out, you know, just the time of the year as well is going to come natural with that. In Los Angeles, I mean, our team does only luxury, so 5 million and up. You're not selling a house within 6 months. Like, it's going to be longer. Like,
Wow.
just that kind of, you know, market. And then in Florida, I mean, it's hit or miss. We have a new one in Jacksonville now. We mainly sell in Tampa, but Tampa's growing really fast.
Yeah.
These young people are picking up these things really quickly. So it's just different. It just depends. And that's just being on your toes and like, you know, having the right team to work with you and just knowing the market very well.
Yeah.
So I've been doing it for almost 10 years now. So
That's great.
It's amazing.
It's incredible. You know, we've got the big Micron boom occurring here, and I think that was that big ramp like you're talking about. And because they haven't necessarily started yet, I think that might be part of that chill. And come November, the second the shovel goes in the ground, I think everybody's confidence, and you're going to see that. That's my prediction, and I'm not a real estate guy, but
let me tell you something. I know we're from here, so it's hard to like be like, is this growing? Because we've only ever seen it
Yeah.
our whole lives. It's growing, guys. There's people on different podcasts that are saying Syracuse is going to be the most rapid growing city in the next 5 years. Micron's coming in, which is huge for us. That's gonna bring in so many new people and jobs. The highway project, I know the highway project is really annoying. I had the highway my entire life, and to see it gone is so crazy to me.
Yeah.
The same thing happened in San Francisco. It is going to boom this economy so much. I really don't think we're prepared for it.
That's awesome.
It's really exciting for this.
it's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
And it's cool that we have a nice place to come hang out and talk about it as we're watching them do the construction and everything all the way around. Tammy, this has been incredible. We really, really appreciate you taking a few minutes of time to show us your incredible place.
Yeah.
Anytime that you have something going on, we'd love you to come on Good News York. That's what our podcast is all about. Every day we talk about good things in New York and try to share that very community-minded mindset. And we love that that's something that you're all about.
Yeah, and I've got to finish on this. So it's our first time here. What's your favorite item on the menu? And what is your advice for two first-timers here?
That's a
what
great
do we need to
question.
get?
You gotta try both, something from the coffee and the juice. And honestly, without even me saying it, that's what people have been ordering.
Really?
Because they want to try both.
Sure.
So I like the baklava latte. That one's my favorite one. If you just love a good black coffee, our cold brew is absolutely killer.
Wow.
It's amazing.
right.
And our juice and coffee, or juice and smoothie side, the strawberry cloud is the most popular one. I personally like the green thumb. I think that one's a silent killer. People don't like it because it's green, but it doesn't taste like you're eating a salad. You
Gotcha.
know?
That's key.
All of these things I tested out on my boyfriend, who's a venture capital attorney. Have you tried arguing with an attorney?
You're right.
No.
It's impossible. So you have to really impress him for him to be like, this is good. I went through so many different variations of recipes in my kitchen in LA to try to find the best ratios and recipes for the smoothies that I have here. The juices are going to be rotating. As you notice, we only have 2 juices on the menu right now. I want to make sure I'm always intaking fresh produce for the season, so you're not drinking just like disgusting vegetable water. You
Right,
know, I
makes
want
a
it
lot
to be
of
like
sense.
good. I want it to be fresh. I want it to feel like this is nourishing my body.
I love
That's
it.
awesome.
I love it. Any other questions, my friend?
I mean, I think she covered it all.
Yeah.
This is amazing, and
She's got me thinking about coffee now. So
Yeah, well, that's why I want to end it. I want to get over that.
Our coffee is really good. I would like to just do a humble brag about our coffee
Please
partner,
do.
Parlor. When I went to go search for the best roaster, I found this small roastery in Brooklyn.
Wow.
And they were so educational and just welcomed me in through everything. I did a full tasting with them on all their beans and learned their machine and their ways. We have a non-compete with them, so no one in the area is allowed to sell their coffee. I'm telling you, it is the best coffee. It is so smooth. And even if you aren't a black coffee drinker, I suggest you try it because it's good.
I will. I'm not a black coffee drinker, but I will.
It's good.
I am. I'm going to give it the full test, and I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Mike, Matt, live in downtown Syracuse.
Good News York, sponsored by Ads on the Go. Get adsonthego.com. Tammy, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me.
This is incredible.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I'm excited.